Hey guys, Chris here from MIXDOWN Online. Now, if this is your first time here, click on the subscribe button below and don't forget to share and to like this video. This helps the channel a lot. So today I want to talk to you about post-fader inserts. Now, since the last update of Cubase 9.5, some of you have asked me the question about the use of post-fader inserts. Now, in Cubase 9.5, we have access to more inserts. Okay, and we have the freedom to select how many of these inserts are going to be pre-fader or post-fader just by dragging that line, that green line here. Okay, so first I'm just gonna explain to you the difference between the two. When we are talking about pre-fader inserts, we're talking about these plugins here, okay, where the signal feeds these plugins before hitting the fader right here. Okay, so even if I bring my fader way down, there's still signal feeding these plugins. So let me give you an example. I'm just going to open this plugin, the Decapitator from Soundtoys, which is a saturation plugin, and I'm just going to play the vocal track I have right here. Just focus on the VU meter, and you'll hear the saturation on this vocal. Now I overdid it. Okay, I overdid the saturation on this vocal just for the sake of this video. Okay, so if I bring my fader way down, there is still signal coming into these plugins. Now, if I bring the same plugin and I bring it in a post fader slot here, this is how it's gonna sound like if I bring my fader down. Now you notice that there is less saturation going on because my fader is a bit lower. Okay, so if I keep the same fader settings here and I just bring back my Decapitator up as a pre-fader insert, this is what I get. Okay, I'm going to bring it in post. Okay, so there's less signal feeding the Decapitator, so there's less saturation. So this is the difference between pre-fader inserts and post-fader inserts. So let me give you an example here on when to use a post-fader insert. For example, on the master bus, when you're at the end of your mix, you want to bounce that, or you're at the end of your mastering and you want to bounce that and convert the 24-bit or 32-bit float signal into 16-bit. You're going to use a dithering plugin. Now, the best use of this plugin would be to put that in a post-fader insert. Okay, just to make sure the plugin stays active, even if you do a fade out. Okay, even if you automate a fade out with your master bus fader. Now, by having the dithering plugin inserted into a post-fader insert, your plugin is going to stay active even if you add a fade out at the end of your mix. Now, another example here, let's say I have a very dynamic vocal, okay, and I want to even that vocal out before it hits the compressor. I don't want to use my compressor. It might be a second compressor in my chain, and I don't want to use that compressor to compress much, but I just want to use it just to add tone to the signal. Okay, so in this case, what I would do, something I can do anyways, is to automate add some volume automation on my track, on my vocal track, before it hits the compressor. So if I insert my compressor as a post-fader inserts. Now, all the automation I did, the volume automation I did here, is going to affect the signal coming into that compressor. And in this case, this is what I want. I want the compressor to be fed with a more even signal that I got with some volume automation. So in this case, adding a compressor as a post-fader plugin would make sense. Now, there's some other ways you can achieve the same result, but that's an example of the use of a plugin as a post-fader insert. So all right, guys, so this is it for today. I hope that was helpful. Now, if it was, don't forget to share, to like. That helps me a lot. And if you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.